Alone is a story written by myself, Johnny Sims. It follows Jill, a young woman who has been living a perfectly normal life with her grandmother after her parents left her at a very young age. Jill doesn't know how special she is until it's revealed she possesses supernatural abilities.
You're a hot chick with superpowers!
She can move objects with her mind, transport herself from one location to another in the blink of an eye, and also experiences strange and frightening dreams of the future.
I keep having these vivid dreams.
The cast are a bunch of extremely talented and professional voice actors who have given their absolute all to the series so far.
I have nothing left to say.
Finding the right voice for Max was a particularly important decision for me, as he's one of the central characters to the show. And although Jill will always remain the show's main protagonist, Max is by far the most popular character amongst fans, and an absolute personal favourite of mine.
It's true.
The show is all about the supernatural, monsters and mayhem, but in the middle of it all, we have Max, this somewhat nerdy guy who doesn't quite understand what's going on.
What the hell just happened?
But will always put a positive spin on whatever situation they're up against. You can always count on him to inject a bit of humour into any storyline.
What? The Wonder Woman reference not your thing? Come on, she's hot!
The main character of Jill is one that I think we can all relate to. She lacks any kind of confidence or mental strength, but as she is finally finding out that her life isn't what she thought it was, this whole other side of herself is emerging, and I think we all have this hidden side of ourselves that doesn't present itself until we're really pushed to the limit.
Whoever or whatever the hell you guys are, get out of my house and don't return.
Jill doesn't understand a thing about what's going on.
I have no idea.
She learnt in season 1 that the reason she has these powers is because she's a demon, or rather, half-demon.
Is that what I am? A demon?
Half demon, half mortal.
And I don't think she knows how to process this information yet. She always thought of herself as good, a person with a strong moral code, but as we saw from the season finale, she showed a dark and evil side of herself she never knew she had. At the end of the day, it's a story about the constant battle between good and evil we all have going on inside of us. Which side will she ultimately choose? You'll have to wait and see. The idea behind the show came from my love of TV shows and movies with a similar theme. I've always enjoyed anything with a supernatural twist to it, as well as drama, comedy and romance. So the idea for Alone was basically combining all these elements and creating something I myself would like to see on TV. I also have a soft spot for sci-fi too, so you'll notice certain feelings of that genre throughout the show too, such as the Cytex Corporation. Influences for the show range from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Charmed, Heroes, even movies such as Superman and X-Men. They all gave me the inspiration I needed to sit down and write my own show. Jill and Max's relationship is one I really wanted to have running at the forefront of the story. Despite all the awful things that go on, all the strange and mysterious situations Jill finds herself in, she will always have Max to fall back on and find strength in. In the season finale, we see Max convince Jill to come back from the dark side, come back to him because he professes the love he has for her.
Please, don't do this! You're stronger than this! Even if you kill me now, I will still love you.
I think this is really important because otherwise Jill would have nothing to fight for. She could easily give in to her demonic side and forget her old life altogether. But having Max there to ground her every time is something that will keep her on the straight and narrow. Also, who doesn't enjoy a good love story? At the end of season 1 we saw Max walking into the portal and disappearing with Ruben after a deal he made to rescue Jill. We found out that Max had struck a deal with the demon Ruben to get Conrad off their backs once and for all. And of course we saw Conrad's ultimate demise at the hands of Ruben, so now it was time for Max to pay up. He sold his soul to Ruben, basically meaning he had to travel to the underworld and leave Jill alone, forever. Of course we now know that the closet doors that were teased throughout season 1 was in fact a door to the underworld. Actually, the last one remaining.
And it can only be unlocked by you.
If that's the case, then we have nothing to worry about because I won't be laying a finger on those door handles.
So Jill is left alone, no one to turn to for help, and to top it off she has no idea there's the evil CEO of Cytex plotting her demise. I think what you can expect next is more secrets, more mysteries, and hopefully not as much heartbreak, but I can't make any promises. But remember, with more secrets comes bigger threats.